Hello everybody! Today I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial, and this is really just my every single day fresh-faced natural look. So yeah, let's get started. Can you say hi? No, not feeling it. Hi. So we're gonna start just by moisturizing everything. This is for my lips. Aquaphor Healing Ointment. Kind of oily, but if you live in a really dry climate, Colorado, then you really need it. So I'm just moisturizing with some e.l.f. Daily Hydration Moisturizer. So my favorite of all time foundation is L'Oreal True Match. It's just really nice and doesn't show too much of my pores when I don't actually have primer on. There's more, but when you're trying to go for like a natural face look, I like to use less. I'm gonna go in with a Real Techniques beauty sponge. That's just really nice and it's really similar to a beauty blender. It's just personal preference. If you don't want to spend as much money, then don't spend as much and get this. So I'm just gonna bounce it all over the skin. Uh-oh! What happened? Oh yeah? So now I've done my whole face, it's pressed in. And on to the next thing. Don't forget your neck, because although the foundation might look perfectly suited for your skin tone in one light, in another light, it's gonna be real bad. And yeah, that's just my child right here, helping you guys through this tutorial. Get a little bit on your ears. I don't find that I necessarily need to like put some on my ears, just whatever is left over from the beauty blender. Oops, it's a Real Techniques blender. Yeah, now onto eyeshadow primer, which I do use all the time. I'm just using the Nude Milani eyeshadow primer and just use my fingers. I don't need like an eyelid primer brush for this step, really. I go, hi, do you want to say hi? Come here. Say hi. Say hi. Hello. Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. You go back to the plan. So this is just a Sonia Kashuk liquid concealer, undercover liquid concealer in light. Pretty sure it's the lightest one they have. And just paint it on the areas you want to conceal. I'm just actually putting it on the high points of my face to bring those out a bit. Also right here, because I have a lot of redness. So we're gonna bounce that in, just like this. So then I take some of what didn't get fully blended under the eye and take it onto the eyelid. I like to do some contour. I just really draw a line from the corner of my mouth and then start it where my eye ends. Where my eye ends right there. Oops, got it on my face. Okay, corner of the mouth, eye, then draw an upward line. In line with that ear, if you do it the same way that I do. Baby, you're wiggling the camera. Eye up to the ear, just like that. And I do just a couple taps on each side of my forehead. Sometimes I do the nose, not always. Today I felt like doing the nose. Honestly, this isn't the best color to do the nose with because it's really warm and you want to do like a more cool tone if you're gonna contour your nose, just because it's such a small area. And then I do my little chin line. Blend that in with the finger. You could use your beauty sponge or could use a brush if you want, but I just do it with my finger. I find that my finger doesn't take off as much product as the sponge would. Sponge picks up a lot of product. So we'll just use the finger today. And you always want to blend your contour upward, not downward. If you blend it downward, it will just drag your cheekbones down. Oh, sorry, I didn't tell you what the contour was actually. Sonia Kashuk again. Looks like that. It's just a contour stick in the shade Tawny. Cute. And actually it's not a contour stick, it's really a foundation stick that I just bought in a really dark shade so I could use it to contour. Next we're gonna use this Stila Magnolia Dual Lip and Cheek Cream. Really lightly on the cheeks. So just a really subtle blush. And then on the lips, I'm gonna use, oh look at that. Forgot to blend my chin contour. I bet everybody told me to. Okay, before I powder, I like to do my highlight just so that it really sticks on the skin. And it is just a highlighting palette. Looks like that, and it is called Solstice. It comes with one cream highlight and then 4 different highlight shades. I don't ever use the cream highlight. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch this just so you can see the different shades. Here comes my child. So ready to play with all the makeup, aren't we? So they're maybe hard to see. Oh, there we go. So that is the lightest shade, that yellow, right on the bottom there. And then this is the pink right there, and that is the medium. So I really like the middle tone, that glow that it gives. That's the one I use every day. That is so yucky, baby. You are glad that is a new sponge, aren't we? Okay, yucky. Yeah, you can eat that. That's pretty clean. Now, I just go in with my finger because, again, the finger picks up the least amount of product from the skin. So with highlight, I really want all the product to really stick on there. I tap it on with one finger, brush it around, like blend it a little bit with the another finger. Just do like a double application there because I love to be glowy and fabulous, but also because I work like 8-hour days and I want it to stay through the entire 8 hours that I'm at work. Now I'm just hitting, like, you know, all the high points, or maybe you don't know, but yeah, all the high points. I'm gonna blend out that, what is it called? I'm gonna blend out that concealer that I had put on top of my lids because that one does crease a little bit. Don't want any creasing later on. Gonna put this on my brow bone. Since to do that, my child's getting into cords. I'll be right back. Now finally we're gonna powder. I like to use my sponge because I can press in the powder, and I really only put it on the parts that don't have other powder already. Why would I cover up my, you know, highlighting powder with this? I wouldn't. So yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't tell you what my powder was. Okay, so this is the Airspun Loose Face Powder, original formula, in Naturally Neutral. Pretty sure almost everything I'm using today is drugstore. Almost, not quite, but almost. Now, I'm gonna go in with another drugstore powder for my under eye setting powder, and that's exactly what this is called, by e.l.f. Blending sponge into loose powder. And I tap that baby all over my under eye. So now we're gonna do our eyeshadow, and I am using my Storybook Cosmetics brushes, Harry Potter brushes. I like to use this angled, puffy, fluffy tip, as well as just, you know, crease brush. And then the angle tip I use sometimes for the under eye. We're gonna use the Lorac Pro Matte palette. My Lorac shadows are very well loved. We're gonna start with Bare, and forgive my eyeshadow brushes. They're not the cleanest, but I use them all the time, like I said. I just tap in there, tap it off, and just lightly run that all over the eyelid. Both sides, all over the eyelid. Now we're going to use Latte, Bam Bam, right there. Just get all up in the corners, get the rest of that eyeshadow, and gonna go in the crease. I like to go swipies, right, left, windshield wiper, but I also like to do little circles. Use a mix of blending techniques to really blend it. Thing right there. There we go. And this is probably the most tedious part of the makeup process, honestly, is just blending like it's nobody's damn business. But honestly, blending is your best friend. Even though it just looks better when you blend. Okay. You're gonna go in with the slanted shadow tip brush. Yeah, so we're gonna do pink mauve, and that is straying a little bit from the natural look. And natural to me is a lot of eyeshadow. So if this isn't natural to you, you can always go in with a much lighter hand, much lighter shadows, and give yourself still that same blended shadowy look, but not so strong. And then lastly, we are going to take, what is that, burgundy? No, we're gonna take corduroy. Corduroy, get a nice helping of that, and then tap all of it off. And what I like to do is take the angle and press it against my lid and just tap it like that and blend it in with the same brush, just wiped off like that. You could stop there. I sometimes will put a very dark color just in the crease, and I think I'm gonna do that today. I want a lot of depth to my eyeshadow today. So I'm just gonna tell you what the camera missed so you don't feel too left out. I went ahead with burgundy and I just brushed it up and then over into the crease, just about a fourth of the way in, and it did on both sides. Then I took the slanted brush and blended it out. And then on the lower eyeline, I took burgundy on the corners, just right in there. And then I took pink mauve on the inner corners, and I blended the two together real nicely, okay? Okay, so I went off camera and went ahead and did my eyebrows, my eyeliner, and my mascara. I used a Brow Wiz from Anastasia Beverly Hills for my eyebrows. For my eyeliner, I used my absolute favorite liquid eyeliner, the Mega Liner from Wet n Wild. And then eyelashes, just used a Revlon eyelash curler and CoverGirl, the Supersizer. For lips, I'm gonna go ahead and use Mocha Boutique Defining Lip Pencil in Mocha, and I got this from Sally's Beauty Supply. Clearly today, I'm just gonna use it as an all over the lips product, even though it's a liner. Called Blitzy Lipstick. And the very last thing I'm gonna do for my lips is put on a little bit more of this Aquaphor. I don't wear lashes on a daily basis like some people do. I just don't feel like it complements my face when I have all this eyeliner on necessarily. So this is the finished look. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Like the video if you liked the video. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.